Alright, this is an old Mini Cooper. It does run because I have done some things to it. It's got ignition lights, got a neutral. It runs. It's not the best quality in here. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of at least to me it looks like a miracle that it even runs. But it runs. Even the lights are working when you turn them on. Okay. Gears are kind of hard to find compared to a modern car. First gear is up and left, just as usual. And second gear comes down and left, just as usual. And then it's got a third and a fourth. Then the reverse gear, there is no fifth gear. The reverse gear is kind of where the sixth gear is. You push it to the right and then you lift it up and go over here. Now it's in reverse. Took me a while to figure that out. I had to look it up on a forum. Yeah, we're gonna try to get it going. Don't know if I can drive with one hand, but I'm gonna reverse out into the yard. Luckily the brakes work. Putting it into neutral. Let's see if I can set up the camera somewhere. That would be fun. Oh, you can't open the rear window. So I was thinking I could set the camera here. I have to do it from the inside then. Kind of an interesting way to get in the back. Oh yeah. Might want to watch out for that. This car is not, it is not legal for driving on the road. It does have license plates, but it's not registered. I'm gonna try to get in here without stepping through. Oh yeah, sexiest socks ever. Alright, let's see if I can put this here. And let's see if I can secure it somehow. Maybe that's good enough. I'm gonna take a look from the back. I'm gonna try. Let's go for a little drive. Even the horn works. Oh shit. Charm a little car. This is not going to be quality footage, just a little walk around. Just a little quick peek on this car because I think it's damn funny. Alright, let's try to do this POV style. A little bit bumpy maybe. Oh yeah, handbrake works on one wheel. Only seems to work on the rear right. Alright, yeah, let's take a look in the trunk. Yep, there's rust in here too. Don't know how hard it would be to get it road legal. It does have license plates, so I guess it has been road legal at some point in time, like 100 years ago or something. everything seems to work on it. The most essential parts. Like steering works, braking works, brake lights, all the lights seems to work. And I just found out today how to reverse it. Didn't know that earlier, that you had to do this kind of way and lift it up to get it into reverse. So whenever I was driving it, I was always careful not to trap myself. Clutch is a little slow on the return, it seems. Brake is just fine. Here's the light switch. Turns on the instrument lights and exterior lights. Switch for the windshield wiper. Yep, they went up there. Will they go back down? Nope. Won't move at all. Maybe with a little bit of revving. Nope. Here's the the washer fluid for the wipers. Doesn't work, only makes an awful sound. Yeah, so ignition. Obviously you turn the key to crank it, but there are some additional buttons down here. You have to fiddle with them. I don't know how this works, how this is set up at all, but I found out that after trying to crank it, and it wouldn't start for many minutes. Like I could sit and crank it forever. Then I started to fiddle with these buttons down here, and it started in an instant. This car probably needs an oil change. I'm gonna cut the engine. Let's pop the hood again. Oh, this is gonna be a shaky video. But yeah. So I opened this one up. Coolant fluid, whatever it's called in English. I opened it up, and the inside of the lid was black and had some black liquid like this in it. So that wasn't a very good sign. Poured some water in it. I probably should just empty it at the bottom, like raise up the car and empty out all the coolant fluid, and then fill it up with it's called glycol and water, just regular coolant fluid. I checked the oil and it was a bit low, so I filled it up too. Went to a hardware store and bought some motor oil, mineral based motor oil. Older vehicles. The car had been sitting at a spot in the grass there for almost a year when I started touching it, and I got it to start. Couldn't get it to move because it was some of the air in the tires had departed from the wheels. But I took a four-wheeler, what's it called, an ATV, and I pulled it out, and pumped up the tires. One of the tires was stuck as well, so I took off the entire wheel, put some grease on it, just some WD-40, and just cranked it loose, just yanked it loose. Don't know how old this car is. It's not mine. It actually belongs to my girlfriend's father, but it's pretty much abandoned here. It's just standing here, so yeah, I thought it might be fun to just experiment with it, see if I can get it running. So well, at least it runs now, but one of the most important things I need to do, I think, is check the coolant fluid, and I think I should change the oil as well. I should probably buy a new can of oil and just raise it up. Just dump the oil and just dump the coolant fluid. Just get rid of the old shit and just fill it up with new oil and new coolant fluid. Oh great, now there's a giant wasp inside a engine bay. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? In my imagination, I will get the car street legal again. Probably won't happen though, but it would be a fun little car to have and be able to drive around with. I've seen a few of them on the road, obviously in better condition then. Might be too late for this one. Is it? Yeah, it's down all the way. So yeah, that's basically the Mini.